What's up, guys? This is Nate Yao from Chatlee Boat and Marine here in Sanford, North Carolina. Today I've got a brand new boat by Sea Hunt. We've got the Ultra 245 SE in stock. We're just going to do a little walkthrough on this boat and kind of show you some of my favorite features on it. Watch this video and then we'll get into the walkthrough. Like I said, guys, a 245 Ultra SE is going to be a brand new boat from Sea Hunt. This is something they just released. It is going to fall right there in the Ultra series. I'll go over some of the specs real quick and then we can kind of get more in depth and talk some more on that stuff. So our overall length is 24 foot 3 inches. We've got an 8.6 beam. We've got a 14-inch draft. Max horsepower is 300. We've got a 96 gallon fuel tank. Our dry weight is 3,900 pounds and our dead rise of entry is going to be 18 degrees, 22 degrees midship, and 55 degrees on the transom. So this boat, guys, it is going to be extremely versatile. If you're somebody who is looking to do a little bit of everything, this is going to be an awesome boat. If you're somebody who wants to maybe go offshore some and fish, this boat's going to do it. If you're going to be doing the sandbar thing, pulling up the sandbars, island hopping, this boat's going to be awesome for that as well. With a 96 gallon fuel tank, if you're wanting to make some long runs, it's going to have, you're going to have plenty of fuel and plenty of boat to do so. That 300 on this boat's going to push it nicely and give everybody in the boat a really dry, comfortable ride. And that's something Sea Hunt prides themselves in. Every boat that they sell feels like a big boat. It rides like a big boat. And that is why they are the #1 selling center console between 21 and 30 foot in the country. And they have been for 30 years straight, or 20 years straight, excuse me, 20 years straight. As you can see, guys, this boat has got the windlass up on the front. That is a new feature on this boat. It's something the 239 does not have. It's something the 255 has for 25. So the windlass is a really cool feature. It's something that a lot of people want. If you're somebody who's doing some bottom fishing or even pulling up to any sandbars, the windlass is really nice. It's gonna, keep you from having to pull an anchor out of a locker and throw it out. It's also gonna keep you from, whenever you go to stow the anchor, pulling a bunch of muck and sand and having to get it inside the boat, put it back in an anchor locker. It's just gonna all around be a lot easier. It's a really, really nice feature on this boat. We'll go to the transom right here, show you the back of the boat. Trim tabs are standard on the 245. This boat's got underwater lights. You can see the 300 right here. 8.6 beam on this boat, so you can tell it is a really wide boat. It's going to be really stable, really comfortable. That 55 degree dead rise at the transom, guys, is extremely important. A lot of people, dead rise is usually only looked at entry where, you're going to be cutting through the waves. But a 55 degree dead rise on the transom, what makes that important is when this boat is stopped, when you're bottom fishing, when you're just hanging out, this boat is not going to have the bobber effect. So this boat's not just going to rock back and forth every time you get away from the side. That boat kind of flattens out at the transom. It's going to be extremely stable at low speeds. That's really important. If you're bottom fishing or if you're just, throw the anchor out and then are hanging out, that's something that's really important in a boat. It's also going to track extremely well if you're running a trolling motor and doing any of that. This boat with only a 14-inch draft, guys, if you're looking to do some redfish, speckled trout fishing this fall, this boat's plenty capable of that. 14-inch draft, so you can definitely get back and catch a redfish where they're at. This boat's got the full enclosed hard top on there, really pretty side entry door, so when you're reeling in those big fish, you pull them in the door. Also, if you're just pulled up to the dock or loading anybody in and out of it, maybe somebody that's a little bit older, not as mobile, the side entry door is awesome to use that for, or any coolers, anything like that. Side entry door is really convenient. Beautiful boat. Like I said, extremely versatile. You can do a little bit of everything on it. And this boat, it just checks a lot of boxes for most people. Well, guys, we will get inside the boat. I'll go over some of the features on the inside. Before I do that, though, I'm gonna walk to the front, show you all that dead rise and all the bow flare right up front. So you can see super sharp entry, gonna give you a really comfortable ride. We've got our windlass right up here, and then look at all that bow flare. It's gonna keep everybody in the boat dry. See the hardtop right here. All right, guys, well, I'll get inside the boat and we can kind of go over some of that stuff. All right, guys, we are inside the 245 Ultra. The first thing we'll start with is the transom of the boat. So we'll look at this VIP seating in the back and kind of work our way to the front. This right here is what's going to separate the Ultra Series and the Game Fish Series. So your Ultra Series are going to have the VIP seating back here. So you can see that. It's really comfortable, raised backrest, so it's really, going to be a comfortable boat to ride in. Like I said, guys, if you're wanting to do some long rides, this boat's going to be really comfortable and have plenty of seating to do so. I'll also flip up these lids and show you what's underneath there. But just really wanted to show you the seating in the back. Got rod holders, cup holders, perfectly placed, so really comfortable. It's going to be a great boat to entertain on, hang out in the back and talk. But I'll flip these lids up and show you the inside of them. So starting over here on the port side, we've got our bucket holder right here. So you can see that. It's going to be an awesome place to keep cast nets or anything in that category. It's really cool, really a good storage spot. I've got a 15-gallon live well right here in center. And then we've got our battery storage, battery switch right there on the starboard side. One more thing we'll look at. So right down here, we've got our freshwater shower. This boat's got a freshwater tank in it. It's going to be 10 gallons. And then right here to our right in the corner, we've got one of our drains, and we've also got our raw water wash down. So what the raw water is versus fresh water. Our fresh water, we've got a fill tank that's 10 gallons. You fill it up with fresh water. And you're going to have fresh water to wash off your feet, hands, any fishing reels, sand, anything like that. It's going to be pumping fresh water. Our raw water is going to be a pressurized pump that's going to pull from whatever body of water you're in. So if it's not super important to have any fresh water and you just are looking to maybe knock sand off something, your raw water will work fine as well. But it's right there. Or maybe even if you're in fresh water, your raw water pump would be fine. Another really important feature that is not on a lot of boats. So right here in the corner, we've got our drains. So everything is going to run to the corner and drain out. This is a self-bailing boat. So if you're leaving it on a boat lift or anything like that, it is self-bailing, which is a really important feature. 15-gallon live well, like I said, right there. We've got our battery and battery switches under that side. And I will go to the leaning post. And we can kind of work our way up to the front of the boat. All right, guys, so moving forward to the leaning post. This right here has got the Ultra Entertainment leaning post. As you can see, it's got a lot of cool features on it. Things such as the freshwater sink right here. We've got our storage right here, super convenient. We've got a pull-out cooler on a cooler slide, pop-up footrest, dual phone chargers. I've got some storage under here, cup holders in the back. So awesome leaning post. If you are somebody who wanted to make this more of a fishing setup, the bait tank leaning post would be a great option. You have another bait tank. It's going to have a knife holder. Still going to have the pop-up footrest, but kind of a little bit more of a fishing style boat if you are interested in that. Right under here, this is a new thing. So it's going to have the spot right here. That is going to be our side entry ladder. So that is where our side entry ladder, it will hook right onto here. Super cool, convenient if you've got any kids, jumping, swimming off the boat. It's really a good spot for them to climb back in. The Ultra Entertainment leaning post is going to come with your drink Tupperware right there, so pretty neat. It's going to come standard with the Ultra Entertainment leaning post. And like I said, awesome leaning post, but if you were looking to swap out leaning post, you can do that as long as it's ordered. It's not something we can do here at the dealership, but you can order a couple different options on Sea Hunt's website. It's got some different options for leaning post. If you just go to features on their website, scroll down, it'll show each leaning post and which boats it can fit on. Moving forward, we've got our fold down seats right up here, fold down footrest, super comfortable. Really, really good seats on here. You can see they fold down if you want to sit, or if you're going to do the stand up and drive, you can just kind of lean back on that. Got footrest down here. It's got sea deck on there. The 245 SE is going to come standard with a 12-inch Garmin. On here, it's going to come standard with our VHF, Garmin VHF radio. One thing that's really cool with having Garmin VHF and Garmin electronics, just a full setup, is they're going to interface with each other. So your coordinates for your VHF are going to be able to pull right off of your Garmin depth finder and GPS. So that's a really neat feature, having everything tied together. You can see a super clean dash right here. It's got our Yamaha CL5 digital gauge right there. The new 300s, they're all digital, so everything's right there on that gauge, all your Yamaha information, super easy access to get to it. Right over here we've got our JL audio, and we've got a phone charger holder right above it, so it's going to be a super nice spot to charge your phone. Using Bluetooth is right there at the radio. Super nice dash mat up top, so throwing phones, anything like that, so it's a really nice spot to keep those. With the hard top, what comes standard is going to be your underside of the T-top lights right there, and we've also got our mister system. Got our forward and rear spreader light, got our courtesy lights, and then our vent right here for the T-top. So like I've said in other videos, you want to turn the air conditioning on, open that up, and turn your misters on. If it's cool fall time of the year, close that up, and it's like having the heat on. So super nice T-top, nice grab bars all the way around the T-top. Super easy to just stand beside the leaning post and hold on. Right there is your trim tabs right here. So they've got indicators on them. So really easy to use and know where your trim tabs are at all the time. Another big feature on this boat that they have added is the China toilet. So the China toilet is on this boat. The first boat they put it on was the 25. That was the smallest boat that had it. Now the 245 has got it. So that's an awesome feature. Something that's, a lot of people will use, and something that's pretty important for a lot of people on a boat. Also tons of storage in there. If you are just looking to throw all your cushions in there, you've got plenty of storage space to do so. So moving to the front of the boat, we've got our forward-facing seating up here. So awesome place to stretch out, lay out. You can fit 3 people up here, extremely comfortable. 2 on each side and 1 in the center facing back. Really comfortable, really big seating up here. The Sea Hunt's one of the things they really pride themselves in is comfort. And this boat, the seating, they don't cut any corners on anything. This boat's going to have really comfortable upholstery, really comfortable seating arrangements, cup holders perfectly placed. You've got a grab bar right here that goes around, so if you are in any rough water, you've got something to hold on to. So just an all around extremely well thought out boat, and in my opinion, the best boat on the market. I'll show you that right here. We also have our seat right here, and this pops up and you've got storage in here, insulated storage. So if you're using that as a cooler, that's a great place to keep any drinks, keep any snacks or anything like that. And I'll lift these up, guys, and we can show you the fish boxes underneath each seat. All right, guys, so we've got a 140 quart insulated fish box on the starboard side, and we've got a 92 quart insulated fish box on the port side. Great place to use if you are catching a lot of fish. Use it as a fish box. If you just want to throw life jackets in it and use it as storage, it's also great to do that as well. It's insulated, throw ice in there, and you can use it as a cooler as well. They're on hydraulic arms, so they're going to open really nice. They're not going to rattle around if you don't have somebody sitting up there. It's going to be a really well designed storage spot, and also a great place to keep some fish. Also, guys, I can fold this down and show you. If you are going to be using this as a casting platform, fold these down and you've got a big nice casting deck up front to fish off of, throw a cast net off of, and honestly fish it just like a bay boat, really. So big storage place, also a great casting deck up front. I will move up here. So a really cool feature with this windlass is you do have the controls mounted right up front. So you don't have to control it from the console. You can control the windlass right up here. So all around an awesome boat. You can see the front spreader light right there. Guys, I just will thank you for watching this walkthrough. If you have any more questions or would like any more video or information on this boat, please give me a call, 919-775-7259. Ask for Nate Yao or email me. I'll put my email up here as well. We are the nation's #1 Sea Hunt dealer. We have got the best pricing available, and we would love to earn your business. So thank you for watching, and please get in touch if there's anything I can help you with. Thanks.